So I'm receiving more and more calls about people that are just wanting more space, and not just a little bit of space, but on acreage. Well, that's what we're going to show you here today. We've got acre plus lot here with surrounding trees, rolling hills, and it is absolutely stunning. So if that's something you're looking for, you're going to love this video here today. We've got multiple homes to show you that are going to be sitting on over 3,000 square feet, all on one story, and we have no HOA here in this community. So if you want to build your shop, there is plenty of space for it. We're out here in a brand new community called Kings Crossing in Van Alstyne, Texas, about 50 minutes north of downtown Dallas, but very, very close to places like McKinney, Frisco, and Plano and the other big suburbs. And if you're worried about not having groceries and all that stuff close by, everything is coming up this way. You're gonna have HEB right down the street. You've got Walmart, you've got Brookshire's, you've got everything you possibly want. And they've got a beautiful downtown Van Alstyne that is thriving with their own concerts and venues and things that they're doing on a regular basis. And one of the things that people absolutely love is the A+ rated Van Alstyne ISD with the brand new high school. So if you're looking for space and you want a beautiful ranch style home, you're going to love this video. So the home we're going to be showing you here first is a very, very nice one, sitting at over 3,500 square feet and has everything you could possibly want. And then we're gonna hop over to the next house that happens to be right down the street at a more affordable price point, and it is stunning, and I think I might like it even more than this one. And if these price points don't work, that's okay, because they build all over DFW, and they're gonna be starting around the $400,000 price point and up. And one of my favorite things about living in a community like this is it is absolutely silent. So let's go ahead and check this place out. We're gonna be checking out the Foxglove floor plan by Riverside Homes. This is a 3,500 square feet, 4-bed, 3-bath dining space, oversized office space, and we've actually got 2 flex rooms in here as well. So this is a pretty good size home for most families, 3,500 square feet. It's all on one floor, which is very, very popular nowadays out on the acreage lots. That's the majority of the homes you're gonna see are the oversized 1-stories. And I absolutely love it because they're wide footprint that you're gonna see in this home. But you can see that this is one of Riverside's more high-end properties. They do stuff in multiple different price points, starting as low as 400s up to the 800,000s. And this is gonna be their nicer product, and it is gorgeous. So we've got a super light, bright kitchen right here with the white cabinetry, the oversized island space right here, and you got not 1, but 2 electrical outlets right here in the countertop, which is a new thing actually, because they actually made it illegal to have outlets on the side anymore. So just a little fun fact there for you. But this home has the high-end luxury fridge air appliances as well, double oven. So if you love to cook, you love to entertain for people, which you're gonna do if you have a house like this in a yard like this, this is a perfect setup for you. You've got additional counter space everywhere. The underlighting, the cabinetry that goes all the way to the top to these 10-foot ceilings, and they're actually 12 feet in the living space we're gonna see here shortly. But it is super light and bright, and I absolutely love it. And we're gonna start going off this way. If you're wondering where the pantry space is, and you don't have to worry about a tiny pantry either, just take a look inside there and you have tons of space. You can even add additional cabinetry up top in there for more space. And this is where you're gonna come in from your garage. You're gonna have your mud bench right here, which is really nice. You got your hangers right here for your jackets and everything. And then your laundry space is right over here. And once again, it is just super bright. It just has a really good look to it, really good flow. And you're gonna be able to choose multiple options as far as the color scheme and everything with these homes as well. So if you're not a white cabinet person, you don't have to worry about that. You're gonna have lots to choose from. But it is a pretty good sized room with all the additional cabinet space. Even got an extra coat closet right here. So when you walk in, you have all of this, including your mud bench. And this is going to be a big reason for people why they like it out here, and that is this oversized garage space. And we'll show you outside as well, but they have the 8-foot garage door opening. So if you're somebody who drives a bigger truck, a lifted truck or anything like that, you're not having any issues parking here or getting inside the garage. The typical garage height for the garage door is going to be about 7 feet. I believe those are 8 or 9 feet plus the 10-foot ceilings, which is a huge, huge plus. But we're back here in the kitchen space, and you'll notice that they do have electric appliances. And I want to point out that they have everything basically plumbed for gas. So if you want gas in the community, you just bury a propane tank, which is pretty common. That's what I did in my place. I live in a similar type setup. So you can put gas appliances in here if this doesn't work for you. And then you've got your oversized vent hood right here that goes right into your eat-in kitchen space. Now, this is not a regular model home. This actually is a home that is for sale. So you could actually buy this exact home, but you have plenty of room for a lot more seating, but they just put in a little bit of staged furniture to make it look good and hopefully sell even quicker, which I'm sure this place is gonna do. But you've got all of this additional window space right over here. We're gonna get out in the backyard here in just a little bit, but I wanna show you a little bit more of the house over on this side. So right off of your eat-in kitchen space, you're gonna have this massive bathroom space. So oversized vanity right here. We still got the tall ceilings, and check out this shower space right here. So you got this massive glass enclosed shower with the floor to ceiling tile. Looks really, really nice. And it goes right to your back patio right there. So you got an oversized patio. So if you are pool people, which a lot of people are gonna wanna put a pool out here, you literally can have access directly to this shower and bathroom, and then additional linen closet right here. And this is, once again, it's just a really long bathroom, a lot bigger than what we're used to seeing. And when we enter into here, this is where a lot of the additional bedroom spaces are gonna be. So this is basically a second living space, but like a flex room. So basically you can put a TV over here. You've got TV connections over here. So room for couches, whatever you wanna do with this, a game table, and then it separates 3 separate bedrooms. So we're gonna go into the first bedroom right over here in the corner, and you will see that it is a really good sized bedroom. You've got the 10-foot ceilings in here as well. Nice and wide open, plenty of room to move around. Nice oversized window. And then a huge closet space. Look how big this thing is. This is a really good sized closet. So if you didn't want to put like a dresser and everything to take up space in the bedroom, you could definitely do it in here. You could even put a desk over here in the corner because it goes kind of wraps around right there. But really cool setup. A lot bigger closet space than you're gonna see in most houses. And then this is gonna be a smaller bedroom, but it probably looks smaller than it even on camera because they have just kind of the funky furniture in here, but they're just kind of showing you a little fun setup that you could do for kids, good nursery size. And then all of these are gonna have really good sized closets. So not as big as the other closet that we just saw, of course, but still a lot bigger than most closets you're gonna see in secondary bedrooms by any means. And if you're wondering if everybody's gonna have to share that bathroom over here, that's not the case. You've got a really good sized bathroom here. You got a double vanity sink, which is a huge plus. And then a separating door right here with another shower and tub with the tile that goes all the way to the top. And more storage for my storage people out there who are always asking about storage. And then this is gonna be a similar size bedroom to over there, but still a good space with another good sized walk-in closet and your oversized window over here in the corner. We got really nice fans in all these rooms too, which is a huge plus. A lot of these builders I've brought up before, they just kind of put like one bulb light, but not here. They have like the really cool fans with the remote and everything. But this is a really cool space. It's gonna keep all the junk and toys hopefully over there, your big massive bathroom, and then we're back into the main living space of the house, which is absolutely gorgeous. 10-foot ceilings inside the kitchen space with all the cabinetry. And then it opens up to 12-foot ceilings here in the main living room. So this is a very nice wide open space. You can see into the front entry of the home. I will point out these are very, very wide acre lots, not as long as they are wide. So these homes are gonna not be as deep as you see on most of the skinny lot homes that we show all the time. So it's gonna be a very wide footprint, and I just really like how it all lays out. This is going to be your wood burning fireplace, but it does have your gas connections. Like I said, it is already plumbed for gas. You would have to bring propane out here, but that's how it is in every single community that's gonna be on acreage. you're always gonna have a propane tank, and it's not a big deal, and it's pretty cheap. So you can see your gas connection right there. Nice stone fireplace. Good place to hang out with the family during Christmas. And this is gonna come in handy when it does get cold here in Texas. But nice wide open living area. But we haven't shown you the outside, and a big reason why people are gonna look out here. So let's go out and check that place out. So this patio is definitely on the bigger side right here. So we've got it pushed all the way over here to this corner of the house. You do have your gas connection. So for those of you who want to put an outdoor kitchen or anything like that, maybe even plumb a gas fire pit out into the yard, you could do that with this right here. And this was that entrance into that full bathroom with the huge glass shower, which is gonna be great for those of you who have kids that like to get out and muddy, or there's a pool in the backyard. Great space for kids to go. And then it rolls all the way to this corner of the house. And you'll see that we've got this corner, really nice corner fireplace that is also plumbed for gas. So it's gonna be easy to start your wood burning fireplace. You've got TV connections up here. Just a really great setup. Perfect place for entertainment. If you wanted to extend this, you could. If you wanted to get drop down shades, it's a perfect lot for it. And I do want to point out, we are here in spring, here in Texas. So all our grass goes dormant during the winter, for those of you who don't know that are out of state, out of the country, and it will turn green here very shortly. So we just got a ton of rain last week. So this will be much prettier by the time you move into this home. But I do want to point out that they are only going to sod the front, the sides, and about 20, 30 feet into the backyard. So this is going to go deeper back there, but they're going to clean all that up before you move in. And they've got tons of tree-lined lots that we're going to show you here in a little bit. So if you don't want to be backed up to your neighbors, we've got some options for you for a lot more privacy. So we're coming back through the main living portion of the house, which is probably one of my favorites that I've seen in a while in a home like this. But you didn't see this earlier when we were showing the kitchen. We had all the additional counter space, but we've actually got another area with even more counter space and storage. It looks really, really nice. You could even probably make this a wet bar if you wanted to later on. And then this is going to enter into your dining space. But first, we've got a game room right here. So this is another flex room. It doesn't have an office, but so basically this is a game room. They don't really have it set up as a game room. They kind of have it set up as a TV room. It could be a media room, get some blackout shades on here, but a nice big wide open room with these huge windows. So just in a great additional space for kids to play, make it a media room, maybe even put a simulator for you golfers out there. It's big enough for that. Which is a huge plus. One day I'm gonna get there, I'm gonna get one of those. And then this is going to be your formal dining space. We don't have many formal dining spaces anymore, but these ranch style homes, a lot of times they're gonna come with those. So this could be turned into an additional office space for you if you need multiple offices, because we got one right across the hallway we're gonna show you here next, but this is a great space to fit at least 8, 10, 12 people, no problem whatsoever. And it's still got the very high ceiling. So we're back here at the front of the house, and this is gonna look into your main living space. But first we got this great office space, which technically is a 5th bedroom because they've got a closet right here. So if you wanted to make a 5th bedroom, this is a perfect spot for you. But this is a great office space right here. It is huge in here. I don't know if the camera picks up how big this room is, but you've got the can lighting, you've got the fan, 2 additional windows. Be cool to put some like additional cabinetry back here, the floating cabinets. I've got connections for that if you need to do that after the fact, but I think it's a great space for it because you got so much room in here. And then a small yet functional closet. So if you needed that 5th bedroom, it would be pretty simple to make this into your 5th bedroom, maybe turn the dining room into an office space and close that off. We're back here in the main entrance of the house, and you've got one of the biggest coat closets I've ever seen in the front of the house. So storage is not gonna be an issue. You've got tons of attic space, the huge oversized 3-car garage, just a lot of house. But we haven't forgotten the most important part, and that is going to be the master retreat of this house, which is absolutely gorgeous. And more storage before you get there. And I love the setup of this because you've actually got this nice long private hallway into your master bedroom, which is a huge plus because it's going to keep a lot of the noise out if you have people over and you're needing to hang out in here. So humongous bedroom right here. You've got the recessed ceiling, all the windows, 5 to be exact. Tons of room for seating over here. Lots that you can do with this space. It feels huge. So this is a huge bedroom. And for those of you, I get requests all the time from people, hey, we need a really nice size master retreat. Well, this place definitely has it. And I'm sure a lot of their other floor plans will as well. So all these doors I want to point out too are going to be 8 foot, and they're all solid core doors, not the real light, flimsy doors like you're going to see in probably 80–90% of the homes. And then a really, really good size master bathroom. It's bathroom, right? So more storage closet here. You've got a deep soaker tub, and then a really, really good size shower. This is a really wide and long bathroom, which I really like. And the 2 separated vanities right here. It's super bright in here, I love that. The frameless glass shower. You could easily, if you wanted to, probably put another shower head if you needed. And then you got that awesome bench seat to enjoy your brand new home after a long day. It's be pretty relaxing. So love this bathroom, love the master bedroom. And I don't love the rug here because it's hard to close. So just keep that in mind. But tons of storage in here, nice wide. And then your master closet space, which is also a really good size. You could put lots of built-ins in here, additional shelving up top. There's a lot you could do with this space. So just a great setup. It felt all of 3,500 square feet and then some to me personally. This is probably a floor plan that's gonna work for a ton of families out here. And if it doesn't, there's gonna be a lot more to choose from. So let's go ahead and head outside, talk a little bit more about pricing, and then show you the next house that just so happens to be a completed home that is for sale. Real quick, if you're thinking about making a move to the Dallas area, please don't be shy. Give me a call, shoot me a text, or send me an email, and I would love to help you and your family make a smooth move to Dallas. I've had the privilege of helping over 100 families relocate here locally as well as all over the world, and I absolutely love it. So I want to point out a few of the features on the outside of these homes. So this has the nice, beautiful stone as well as the brick, and you've got the black surround windows, which is something that's going to cost a little bit extra, but it looks really, really sharp. So beautiful outside features that you're not gonna see on a lot of the houses, and they have tons to choose from. They've got the painted white brick, which a lot of you love. They've got the stone, they've got everything. And I also wanna point out what I talked about a little bit earlier, and that's going to be these garages, how they're much taller than your typical garage. Typical garage space is gonna be about this tall, so if you have those lifted trucks, or anything, you can pull them right in there. And then the thing that a lot of you are gonna like that move out to a place like this is, of course, there's no HOA in this community, but you're gonna have this elongated driveway. So they basically have set it up for you to basically put your own massive shop right here, whatever you wanna do, and make it your own space. So those of you who want something like that, you can do it here in this community. And I wanna point out how much space you have in between these homes. It is quite a bit. So if you're somebody who doesn't like to be on top of each other, the way they have these lots set up is really, really nice. So the next house we're gonna be showing you is probably even a little bit nicer than the one we just saw. It's sitting over 3,000 square feet, just a little bit smaller than this one, but it's actually at a more affordable price. So let's get into pricing on this house. So 3,500 square feet, multiple living spaces, office, everything you possibly want on over an acre. And it is listed right now at the $839,000 price point. So now let's go check out the next home. This floor plan is going to be just a tad bit smaller at 3,104 square feet, 4 bed, 3 bath, and it's going to be the Mockingbird floor plan. Now we don't have furniture, but stick with me because this is an absolutely gorgeous house. So we're here in the main living space. It is huge, wide open, perfect for entertaining. As you can see, that gorgeous kitchen right there behind us. But we want to point out this beautiful fireplace that you have, kind of similar to the other setup, but absolutely stunning with your gas connection right here. So gas is not gonna be a problem out here. You've got the 4 additional window spaces. I'm loving the recessed ceiling. They have crown molding as well as beams up here. So a lot of detail that you're not gonna see in a lot of the homes. Once again, you've got the cabinets that go all the way to the top to give that high-end luxury feel. Kind of looks like we got some quartzite countertops going on right here. So a really high-end luxury countertop with the plug-ins as well. Got the really good surround tile and your oversized vent hood once again, and then a huge farmhouse sink right here, which I know a lot of you are gonna really, really like. So you've got the high-end fridge air appliances here as well. So your double oven with your microwave, but tons of basically storage in here, and then the white oak, kind of like a little darker white oak cabinetry that I absolutely love here in houses. I talk about it all the time, but they just don't get scuffed up like the painted cabinets do. They last a whole lot longer. And here's gonna be your pantry space. So bigger than a lot that we show, but not nearly as big as the last house, but still lots of storage. And then you've got this section over here with a nice little coffee bar set up right here in the corner with additional storage here as well. So this is gonna be your entrance from the 3-car oversized garage space. You've got a huge laundry room right here with a nice little window. So it's nice, light and bright. All the additional white oak cabinetry here. Of course, your washer and dryer would go right here, but you got storage on both sides as well as the matching countertop there. Another storage closet, and then your mud bench. And look at that, we got the sliding barn doors for those of you who love that. Save space, but basically if you have your laundry room going, you can close 2 doors so you don't have to listen to it, because I know it makes a lot of noise sometimes. But really, really nice kitchen. Love the living room setup. This is gonna be your eat-in kitchen space. There is a dining room in the front of the house, but I don't really feel it's necessary when you have an eat-in kitchen that's this big, because you could easily sit 8 to 10 people here, no problem whatsoever. And then we're gonna go back to the other side of the house. And of course, this would be where all your furniture would be sitting. You'd probably hang your TV up over the fireplace. You can also do it on this wall right here. More storage on this side right here. So really nice size closet space there for your towels and everything like that. And then check out this master bedroom. It is gigantic. This is one of the biggest masters that you're gonna see. And this is a 3,100 square foot house, not the biggest house that we're gonna show, but this might be one of the biggest master bedrooms that I've ever shown here on this channel. We show some massive houses. And so if you love a big master, you could probably put 3 king bedroom sets in here and still it wouldn't be too crowded. And then another beautiful bathroom space, nice, wide, long, does not feel crowded anywhere in here. I love the cabinets that they put on both sides here. And then your standalone soaker tub that is really good size. And I love how they added this additional little countertop right here. So if you have soaps or whatever, candles you want to do, you can actually use that, because that's one of the complaints you get for the freestanding tubs is that you can have nothing there. And your frameless glass shower. This is very similar to the setup I have at my house. Love the little caddy corner shower right here with your bench seating, place for your soaps and stuff like that, but nice tile surround, frameless glass, tile that goes all the way to the top. Just a lot of really good detail in this home. And you've got more storage closets here, the little king's throne right there, and then a really cool little closet space. So this is gonna be your master closet. You got 2 windows in here, little storage for your shoes and everything on both sides. And you got this cute little storage right here. So just a little added details, added touches that you're not gonna see in too many homes out there. That's one of the things that people are gonna do most of the time after the fact, because I talk about it all the time. The closets, no matter what the price point, they usually don't do anything with them. They're very plain. They put like 1 rack in there, but you can have somebody come in and trick that out for you if that's something that you like. So we'll go to the front of the house since we're here. We've got your 8-foot glass door. You're gonna have lots of options to choose from if you decide to build, and we're gonna show you some lots here in just a little bit of where they basically have the slab ready to pour and for you to pick out your options, which is a huge, huge plus. But when you enter the home, you're gonna have this huge dining room space. We showed you the eat-in kitchen, had plenty of space. It's probably the same size, maybe in a little bit bigger than this room right here. But if you wanted to basically wall this off, put a door, this would easily be another office space, a flex room, whatever you want to make a room. You can put barn doors right here. So there's lots of options of what you can choose from and what you can do with the space. You're gonna have a full bathroom right here. As you can see, nice wide setup. Definitely bigger than a lot of the full baths we show you here on the channel. And then this is basically turned into an office space, but technically it's a bedroom. That's why I said it'd be a good idea to probably turn that into an office space, because they set this up as an office. So we've got the can lighting, which is nice, the luxury fan that I really, really like, and then your closet space right here. So this is a really good sized bedroom once again, but they've turned it into an office. So I think it's a great idea to turn that dining space into something useful, in my personal opinion, but I know everybody's got something different. But back here into the entryway, we didn't point out these beautiful beams that are gonna match the beams in the main living space, which is a huge plus. Just another added touch and feature that's gonna make this home stand out compared to a lot that we're gonna see here. So I don't know if you feel the same way, but I show a lot of homes, and these one-story ranch style homes, if they're over 3,000 square feet, they just always feel a whole lot bigger, because you have a 3,000 square foot two-story, half your square footage is upstairs, and 90% of your time is gonna be spent downstairs. So just keep that in mind for those of you who are back and forth about what to choose. And this side or wing of the house, you're gonna have this hallway here, 2 bedrooms, as well as a bathroom space. So we've got the luxury carpet in all these bedrooms too. I don't know if you've picked up on that, but this is the luxury high-end carpet. You've got the walk-in closet like we saw in the last house. So lots of closet space. You can put a dresser in there, no problem if you want to save space in the bedroom, but nice big bedrooms. You've got these really nice baseboards. I didn't point out that you've got the white oak, real hardwood floors here in this house, which is another thing you just don't see very often anymore. And then this is gonna be the shared bath for these 2 bedrooms. It's really nice, light and bright in here. You got the double vanity, which is a huge plus. And they've carried that tile all the way up once again, which is just makes it feel more high-end and luxurious. So this is probably gonna be the same setup that we saw in the room right across the way. So another really big bedroom. All the bedrooms in this house are really, really good size. I know that's a concern for a lot of people. They want bigger bedrooms, but nothing in this house feels small whatsoever. So a beautiful, beautiful space. I wish it was staged, but this home is for sale. We're gonna get into pricing outside, and I'm gonna show you some lots that they have poured the slab ready for you to come out and pick your own selections. Hey Kyle, come check this out. So the last beautiful property we showed you is currently listed at $799,000, but we probably got a little bit of wiggle room here in that price and some amazing incentives to go along with it. But I wanted to show you some of the lots that they have out here, and this is not the only one, but it is gorgeous. We're right here on a corner lot, and they've already got the slab poured. So basically, they are waiting for you to give me a shout so we can set up an appointment, and basically you can pick out all your options to build this beautiful home with everything you could possibly want right here, surrounded by this beautiful nature. It is absolutely gorgeous, because most of the homes you're gonna see out on in these acre lot communities, they wipe out everything. They wipe out all the trees. There's nothing. So if you're somebody who likes the privacy, likes a corner lot or anything backed up to trees, this may be the perfect place for you. But if it's not the perfect place for you, we've got lots of other options out there in DFW. So make sure you check out this video right here. Another awesome builder right here in Van Alstyne with the modern farmhouse look. And remember to give me a call, shoot me a text, or send me an email. I would love to help you and your family make a smooth move to Dallas. Hope to see you around town.